Welcome to Deluxe. We indulge in the sweet decadence of gourmet luxury. We celebrate chocolate and bargain for the diamond of the kitchen. We find the finest gentlemen's and ladies' cigars. And we taste desserts for princes and eat pizza fit for a king. In the land that defines gourmet, chocolate, the ultimate luxury dessert, takes centre stage at the Paris Chocolate Fair. At the 10th anniversary of the famous fair, a spectacular chocolate-inspired fashion show and giant birthday cake meant no one missed out on the sweet treat. This fair was celebrating the 502nd anniversary of the discovery of the cocoa bean by Christopher Columbus and its introduction to Europe. More than 150 international exhibitors showed off their culinary skills with chocolates, truffles, and steaming cups of hot chocolate. Chocolate of all shapes and sizes tempted the public, and top pastry chefs demonstrated their expertise with the luxury ingredient. Every year, the fair matches up top fashion designers with chocolate masters and chefs to create a collection with extra bite. Some designers use chocolate as ornamentation, and others use it as their primary material.
You want to taste a little chocolate? There, that's for you.
The French fell in love with chocolate when Anne of Austria married Louis XIII in 1615, and she insisted on bringing along her own chocolate supplies from Spain. By the mid-1600s, chocolate was very popular throughout France, and considering its newfound health benefits, its popularity is sure to continue. You can ask the nutritionists. They'll tell you it's good for your health. Basically, if you eat dark chocolate, it's better than milk, because milk chocolate contains a bit of sugar. In contrast, the Japanese are recent converts to the sweet taste, but they're falling for it in droves. Chocolate stalls in one of Tokyo's largest department stores are very popular just before Valentine's Day, and the gourmet Japanese customer buys both international and local chocolate. Traditionally, Japanese women give chocolates not only to their lovers, but also to male friends and co-workers as a sign of appreciation. But traditions are changing. Many women, especially in their 30s and 40s, tend to buy expensive chocolates costing more than 10,000 yen for themselves. This Japanese sculptor is creating chocolate sculptures to commemorate Valentine's Day. Shinji Kitanaga recently won the grand prize in an ice carving competition in Russia. But chocolate is in many ways a more challenging material. A more extravagant gift altogether is this wonderful chocolate Easter egg, studded with half-carat diamonds. The Diamond Stella egg took 3 weeks to make in a specialist Parisian workshop, and it represents a unique collaboration between La Maison du Chocolat and Dutson Diamonds of Knightsbridge. But perhaps the connection between the two luxury items is obvious.
They're both quite sexy, chocolate diamonds.
The egg itself is solid, the very best chocolate, layered many times in order to create a wonderful texture in the mouth. At the back of the egg is a little door, and inside are little eggs, ganaches, and chocolates in the shape of seafood, which is an Easter tradition from France. But it's the outside of the egg that is truly unique.
The diamonds we've used, they're all half-carat diamonds. There's 100 points in a carat. Each diamond is G or H in colour. They're all VS1 or VS2 in clarity. And there's 100 on the egg, and the value is £50,000.
The diamond egg went on display in London with its own bodyguard. When asked about the possibility of its selling, the joint owners were discreet, but did let slip that they had taken a phone call or two. Kiki the pig has no idea that what she is rewarded for finding is one of the most expensive luxury foods known to man. The truffle is sometimes called the diamond of the kitchen, and this fungi is a highly valued ingredient in French and Italian cuisine, and international haute cuisine. Many modern truffle hunters use dogs, but for French traditionalists, the pig remains the better hunter, with its more sensitive nose. The only problem is persuading the pig to hand the truffle over. During the annual truffle season, French and international truffle buyers descend on Lehren, the most famous truffle market in southern Dordogne, to buy this deluxe food. The price at the moment is around 500 euros a kilo, but here in Lehren, price can vary enormously and be double that depending on whether individuals buy small hampers or professionals buy here in bulk. So it's roughly 500 euros a kilo. The market traditionally starts at 2:30 p.m, when a whistle is blown to announce the start of the trading. Michelin star restaurant chef Alexis Pellisson divulges his secret for finding the best truffles. We look at them, we touch them, and they must have a good scent, and then it's up to the chef to know how to transcend the truffle. Many truffles end up the finest ingredient in a truffle omelet, a simple dish with a rich, complex taste and a favourite with gourmets. At the annual Governor's Ball, the famous and famously grand post-Academy Award dinner, the truffle takes pride of place among Master Chef Wolfgang Puck's numerous extravagant creations.
Here we have black truffles and white truffles. Black truffles come from Périgord, France, in southwestern France. We're gonna use that for our truffle risotto. Now, truffles are very rare to find. Generally, they find it with dogs. In the old time, they used pigs also. They grow underground. It's a fungus, it's a mushroom. So they get to that size, which is amazing. It's very rare, so it costs up to a pound, costs about $1,200 of the black truffles. And the white truffles are found in Italy, in Piemonte, and they cost about $2,000 a pound.
The Board of Governors of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences hosts the event, and over 1,500 glamorous guests will finally arrive through the doors after sitting through a lengthy Academy Award ceremony. The feast that greets them will be a wonderful sight.
They're dying to eat. They're dying to drink. The first thing we do is we put either an Oscar Star as our signature cocktail from Patron, or a fabulous glass of Laurent Perrier or Sterling wines in their hands, and just let everybody relax because it's over. You know, it's just really a different feeling at the ball. I think the tension is before the Oscars and sitting in the audience. When you get to the ball, it's just so relaxed and so comforting.
In the 2006 Oscar season, the emphasis was on organic luxury, a reflection of the fact that many modern film stars have become very health conscious.
Charlize Theron going to come up and says, oh, what do you have? We're going to say, we have organic vegetables, we have, you know, the soup is all with organic apples and celery, or we have sustainable seafood, we have humanely treated chicken.
Coming up, handmade cigars for the connoisseur and Tokyo top tastes. For those with exclusive tastes and money, the world's most expensive cigar is now available in boxes of 40 at $440 per cigar. It is such an exclusive cigar that it is only now starting to be distributed. And because of its high price, just a few people will have the opportunity to get access to it. The Cuban Havanas from cigar house Cohiba are all hand-rolled by senior roller Norma Fernandez. And so far she has lovingly made 4,000 of the exclusive items, which are only for sale in a special humidor. Norma has been rolling cigars for 39 years, and she was given the honour of choosing the particular blend of fine tobaccos that make up the Havana luxury smoke. But when asked about the ingredients of the world's most expensive cigar, Norma was not forthcoming.
Keeping
the production line of Cohiba, as the Behiki is another Cohiba, I wanted to give it a little bit of tone, aroma and strength, and that is what I did. But I'm not going to reveal the formula to prevent any leaks. Many sophisticated women enjoy a cigar, but this has traditionally been a male-orientated luxury, until now. The La Baronessa, claiming to be the first lady cigar, was invented by Catherine Lepesqueur, who calls herself Aida. Smoking a cigar to me is a feeling of comfort. To lean back in the evening with a glass of wine, talk to a friend, and find the time to enjoy this cigar. Cologne-based Aida is a self-confessed cigar lover, and she introduces her wares at exclusive parties across Europe. Aida noticed on her travels that many women now enjoy fine tobacco. There have been repeated requests when we were on the road across Germany, in Switzerland and in Portugal, when women walked up to the humidor and asked, "Do you also have cigars for us?" This was about 3 years ago. I then did some research and tried different mixtures, which took some time. Eventually, I invented a cigar for women. But this cigar is also suitable for men, so it's a cigar made by women, for women, and emancipated men. After extensive research, Aida found what she believes to be the perfect tobacco mix for female tastes, and the cigars are hand-rolled with tobacco leaves steamed in palm tree honey. This sweeter and milder taste appeals to women and to many men. The fact that women have notoriously sweet tastes is a fact not lost on luxury chocolate manufacturer Godiva, who recently unveiled the annual prize in their Valentine's Day promotional event. The winning couple were offered the keys to a very unique room, a room made entirely of chocolate. Hours of painstaking work went into the handcrafted decadent room, with the centerpieces being 2 replica paintings, a wild departure from the usual hotel art.
One of the ideas was to create 2 beautiful paintings. So the Klimt painting that you see over there, in fact, uses every single piece of chocolate within our box. All the painting is indeed made out of chocolate. The foil is from our mint wrappers. And the Jackson Pollock piece behind us as well, Jackson Pollock inspired piece behind us, is also made of chocolate.
Although much of the room's decorations are made of chocolate, some of it is perhaps better to be admired rather than eaten.
Well, you know, they can eat anything if they want to. Some of our paintings and some of our chairs are more inspirational than they're to eat. They are indeed made out of chocolate, but I might advise them to look at the beautiful, sumptuous buffet here and go there before I'd eat a chocolate chair, but it is indeed made out of chocolate.
Sometimes a convenience food undergoes a miraculous transformation and becomes a luxury item. A New York pizzeria serves what might be the world's most expensive pizza. At $1,000, the pizza features 4 different types of caviar and sliced lobster tail with a creme fraiche base. If New York is associated with any food, it's the bagel. So it's the natural place to find a $1,000 bagel. This very special bagel has been dressed up with the very best white truffles, cream cheese, goji berry jelly, and finished off with gold leaf. Proceeds from the expensive lunch go to Les Amis d'Escoffier, a foundation that sponsors the culinary arts. In 2007, it became official. Tokyo had more of the best restaurants in the world than Paris, London, or New York.
Effectivement, Tokyo est devenu la première.
Obviously, as Tokyo is the most starred city in the world, it's because there are 8 3-star restaurants, and that's a big first for Tokyo. You seem surprised by these results, but I'm not really. In this past year, the inspectors and I have been so surprised by the quality of the cooking here, not only of French food cooked by Japanese chefs, but also of Japanese cuisine, which I think we adequately represented in the first 3-star restaurant list of Tokyo. In a country that only 50 years ago was inward-looking and based on traditional culture, the Japanese ability to adapt and then excel is breathtaking. 5 undercover inspectors toured Japanese restaurants for a year before declaring the coveted 3-star winners. In the Michelin Guide, 3 stars means exceptional cuisine worth a special trip. And this always results in massive publicity and patronage for the chef and their restaurant. Recently, culinary superstar Bill Granger took advantage of the huge and growing interest in fine cuisine in Japan and opened his first international restaurant. Bill is highly successful, particularly in Britain, and many considered Japan an unusual choice for the master chef's first restaurant outside of Australia. But Bill found he shared an affinity with the Japanese aesthetic.
15 years ago, I'd spent, say, 4 months living here. And it really inspired me. The culture of design, presentation, food, and just restaurants were a great inspiration when I first opened Bill's. So there seems something really symbiotic. But 15 years later, I'm here in Tokyo opening a restaurant. It just feels right.
Shonan Beach is more than an hour from central Tokyo and a popular summer getaway for busy Tokyo dwellers. Japanese diners are notoriously picky, and Tokyo full of high-quality eateries. But Bill hopes to woo his customers away from the traditional Japanese breakfast of miso and rice with his simple but elegant fare. Coming up, decadent desserts to die for and gourmet food markets. In a city renowned for its extravagant tastes, even a bottle of water can become an exclusive fashion accessory. Bling H2O is a luxury water retailer in Beverly Hills, California, and their bottles of water sell in nightclubs and bars for $90 each.
And it seems as if people almost flaunted their bottled water like it was part of who they were. If it came from an exotic island or it had a funny shape or an interesting taste or what have you. It just seemed like there was a void there in the super luxury market that we could fill in Bling H2O.
The water itself comes from an award-winning spring in Tennessee, but it's the bottle that justifies the price. Acid-etched frosted glass set with hand-applied genuine Swarovski crystals. It's a piece of art worth displaying prominently. Kevin Boyd, the founder of Bling H2O, counts many Hollywood celebrities among his dedicated clients, including Paris Hilton.
We did make one special bottle, actually, for Paris. The bottle looks like this here, but instead of the O, it actually has a puppy paw on it, and it's called a Muttini. And from what I've heard and from what I've read, she's been seen serving Tinkerbell from that bottle.
For those with a sweet tooth and a taste for gourmet luxury, a New York restaurant serves up extravagance in a glass. In 2004, Serendipity created the Golden Opulence Sundae in celebration of its 50th birthday, and at $1,000, the dessert was awarded the Guinness Book of Records most expensive ice cream sundae.
The most expensive part is the gold leafing. We take 5 balls of vanilla ice cream and cover them with sheets of gold paper. The gold paper can be edible, and it's just quite an interesting thing. It can make your insides much richer. Then we have caviar that's infused with passion fruit nectar. We have candies, fruit from Foshan, cherries from Foshan. We have the most expensive chocolate from Venezuela.
In 2007, Stephen was back in the luxury gourmet market again, this time with his frozen oat chocolate. At $25,000, this decadent confectionery won the Guinness Book of Records World's Most Expensive Dessert.
Actually, there's 28 blends of chocolate that we pour into a glass. The glass is lined with 18-karat gold leaf. And did you know that gold leaf is edible? You can digest it very easily. Then we put the frozen hot chocolate mixture, whipped cream, more shaved chocolate, top it with whipped cream, more gold leaf, truffle shavings. And if you're a chocoholic, what's not to like? Imagine the sweet kisses.
Many gourmands have scoffed at the idea of premium produce being found in England, which has traditionally been the land of stale sandwiches, fish and chips, and warm beer. But all over the world, interest has been rising in fine dining and gourmet food, and English producers have risen to the occasion. The Good Food Show in Birmingham has over 500 exhibitors, local and international, all appealing to the amateur and professional epicure.
It's massive and it's growing as well. Every year it grows. Obviously 17 years ago it was very, very different. It's just, when you look at this show, there's over 500 companies here. We've got 300 or so producers, small producers, regional quality gourmet foods. So that just shows you, the huge difference. And that's because consumers, British people, are eating much better food, they're more interested in food, they're more knowledgeable about it.
Over 130,000 people visit over the 5 days of the show, all on the hunt for top-shelf produce. For many producers, the key to attracting gourmet customers is to highlight the bespoke quality of the food.
It's definitely the quality of the products and the quality of the ingredients we use and the care that goes into manufacturing the products. We don't just push a button and pump it out the other end. We can make up to 5 different products a day because it's all the ingredients are hand prepared, hand weighed, and then it's hand stirred by a chef with these big open pans.
London is the home to many top award-winning restaurants, but for those who cannot afford the total experience, there is one way to sample the menu. The Taste of London offers diners an opportunity to try gourmet cuisine under canvas. 40 of London's top restaurants offered over 100 of their unique signature dishes, offering eager customers a sample of their normally exclusive menus. Customers were also able to watch master chefs at work. Much of the cuisine was international in style, and even Old English favourites such as curry have been transformed because of increasingly sophisticated consumer tastes.
The great thing about London's food scene now is it reflects the whole world's food scene. So really it's a world food festival, but it's also about a city, and it's about the cooking skills and the culinary arts that are thriving in the town.
Here, food lovers return to Covent Garden, which for many centuries was the home of London's main vegetable and fruit markets. Over 250,000 fine food aficionados visited the Food Lovers Fair and browsed among quality produce. The exhibitors were chosen because their products are all naturally grown, exhibit great taste, and they all use environmentally sustainable farming and manufacturing methods. In a world full of supermarket food, where fruit and vegetables travel thousands of miles in a ship, some gourmet diners are increasingly seeking local alternatives. Some gourmet diners prefer to have their food come to them. In Spain, 4 young people who missed their mama's beautiful home cooking invented Telemama. Twice a week, the Telemama sends home-cooked delicacies over to young professionals who prefer the personal touch to eating bland takeaways. Each menu is adapted to the special needs of the client, with nutrition and taste at the top of the list. Going out or staying in, gourmets search high and low to indulge their gastronomy of desire.